What's going on, everybody? Doc here, Average Gamer Eyes, back again at Tarkir Dragonstorm Draft Premier Style, picking up where we left off with this nice little Sultai build. If you want to see the draft, if you want to see the deck build process, go check out part 1, but here's a quick look. Pretty good. Nice, really nice curve. Really essentially where we have a pretty solid top end. We've got like a sub-dragon theme going on, as well as a little bit of a counters theme, which is maybe a little bit different off of the Sultai version. Not as much kind of graveyard synergy, but Hollowmark Siege and Kotis kind of the front runners here. We do have a Regent, and we got a couple of good dragons, got a couple of good ways to put some counters with a couple of renew abilities. We've got a Dragonstorm, and we got a couple other things that take good use of the counters. So pretty interesting little build. Our mana here has been absolutely great. Double Wildling, Regent, the Globe, Monument, double Palace, and then, of course, the rest of our lands here. So it's been good so far. We have assembled the Dream, which is Kotis and Hollowmark Siege, on the battlefield at once. That was a great way to get win number 4. Let's see if we can't rattle off 3 more and see how the deck finishes up. Let's get to some games. Okay, 3 colors. We got a Kotis champion. We're going to be able to Wildling here. I think we keep. I think we Wildling just right away here. I'm going to find another green source. The Whispers. Green source it down. We're going to champion. We'll probably just champion and then right into to Kotis here. I don't know what they play, what they keep up. All seems fine. If they keep it open, so maybe I don't want to do that now. Let's just punch for 4, and then we'll pummel. Because I have a feeling this is going to be met with an exhale. There we go. Okay. The Devotee's fine. Only 1 blue mana. Let's attack. It's fine. We still punch in some damage. And then we're going to Kotis. And now we have some options. Sure. Question is, what do I want to do here? I could Stormbrood and Champion. That would put a whole lot of counters on this. And that's allowing me to play a whole lot of spells. Sure, I'll play a Jeskai Monument. Make Kotis big, Kotis go smash. That's pretty fun. That is pretty fun. Okay. Ooh. This isn't bad either. This is not bad either. Hello. They must have a pretty good deck if they're up here. Am I about to get Mardude? I think we Sultai. Let's find our colors. That'll open up some options for us. We can Roiling and Sagu. Maybe we just develop. You know what? No, let's Sagu. Let's find another blue source here. We're going to be able to get some pretty good power on the battlefield here. And then depending on what they do here, we might have some options. The leopard. I think we can pitch the land. Make it a 3/3 Menacer. Just need to find Kotis at this point. So probably looking to bargain. If they have a fight spell, that's fine. Yep. Sure. We do have Monument up as well, so we can crack the Monument. They're surveilling, so it looks like most likely teamer with the blue here. Depending on what we draw another land. We can Regent, get in for some damage. We can crack the Monument. Got a lot of different options. My thought there was Undergrowth Leopard becomes a 4/4, potentially a 5/5 with aggressive negotiations this next go around. So that could be pretty solid. And I have to imagine that their hand has a decent amount of gas here. So getting a big creature on the battlefield would be ideal. But we can always Wildling. Search for the land. Nope, we got our land source. I think I just Regent here. It gets the Dragonstorm back. We gain some life. They have a blocker. See what they do. I was going to say, I have to imagine if they had the chance, they found the land. They could tap me down and attack again. They could kill this, I suppose. Arsit's Rebuke, maybe? Twin Bolts. Oh, and then a Piercing Exhale? Sure. Sure. Yep. Filtering a lot. Okay, what do I want to do? I could Agent. I could Wildling. I think let's first start with this. I actually don't know. 3, 4, 5. I think I just get rid of the aggressive negotiations here. It's like Agent of Kotis. I'm just going to pass. They can attack, filter. If they then try to play... Here we go. If they play the Durgar Island Dragon, it's just getting exhaled. If they don't play the Durgar Island Dragon, I have Rakshasha's Bargain open. Attack away, my friends. Sure. Exhale, please. Now we play my friend Kotis. And I end the turn. Now, if they have a bounce spell here, it's about all I think that they'll probably have access to. Trying to think what else. Oh, like Fresh Start. There is a few other blue spells. Make it not a creature, not indestructible. Fresh Start is actually the only one that I can think of. Really can't attack into this. Unless you can give your Rescue Leopard Trample, of course, and plus up its power. You could attack to try to get the loot. Yep. Alright, well. We probably just... Let's gain some life, get another blocker down. Roll this back. The hand. We still have bargain available. We just keep Kotis back as a blocker. Oh, that's actually not true. I can Hollowmirk Siege and attack. And give it the 1/1 counter and give it Menace, which makes Rescue Leopard unable to block it. That seems fine. Still gain the 3 life. I'm not at probably any potential chance here. Yeah, this makes the most sense. Because if I rip something like a Dragonfire or whatever, start putting the pressure on. 1, 2, 3. I get to play their Bloomfind Regent. I get to find 2 of these. And then next turn we can just Agent and Hunter and just keep attacking. Say there's no reason you don't attack here. I do need to be careful. They have enough mana to play Channeled Dragonfire. I could take 6 here. I just think being able to have Kotis attack, now I'm going to mill 4 cards from him. They drew the Regent. That's insane. Okay, well. This has changed a slight bit. Let's see. I think we start to... Yeah, let's start with this. Well, that certainly is interesting. I think we could actually pitch the champion here. I think I skirmish this. That'll let us play a agent here as well. We're gonna attack to see what we draw off of that. Can they protect this? Veil, maybe? This, please. Let it get bigger. is a little gross. If this might be a piercing exhale, they might be able to piercing exhale in a response. Good on them. Sure. Yep. I don't need either of these. And then we just play an Agent of Kotis. I'm gonna say probably in pretty decent shape because we can put about 19 counters on Kotis. Is this lethal? 3, 4, 5, that's 9 damage. It is not quite yet. How about a couple of Rune Scale Storm Broods? Play that. I can attuned, and I'll keep up bargain. I think we're in good shape here. We didn't even crack the monument. Kotis, unchecked with counters, is fantastic. It is quite good, and we love to see it. Kotis and Hollowmark Siege, we've been able to assemble the team yet again, which is pretty awesome. I mean, they're just dead to the Flyers here. Because now I don't think I bargain. Yep. GG's, my friend. GG's. They had a good teamer deck. They had a good teamer deck. Okay. Sure. Sure. Dallas. Probably Thornwood Falls here. Yeah. Both running a little slow. I am good on colors. Serac. Let's siege. Now this one might be a little tough because we are behind the curve here a bit. But I will Sagu. Given the opportunity, we'll block down, but if they have a removal spell here, like a piercing, I'm probably in bad shape. I'm just a little slow. And the problem is Undergrowth Leopard wouldn't have been a good play. Thinking about it, Undergrowth Leopard probably would not have been a good play any turns earlier. Maybe it draws a removal spell, but I doubt it with Serac out. He's really not worried about that dying. Now, just this attacking. I'm actually going to offer the trade here. Because next turn I can Crocodile. I don't want them to keep looting with this. They didn't play anything. I'm going to... This is dice. This is dicey. But this represents a blocker for Serac. Ooh, flashed in. Nice. And that makes sense now, getting my pummeler out of the way. Fair enough. They can punch for 3. 4, excuse me. Sure. Now they can try to keep the air open. Now. Yeah, let's just get this down. Gain the life. We'll keep that back as a blocker. They don't have 2 cards to exile, so Sculptor's not getting any bigger. If they attack with the Storm Brood, we'll just leave it. No land drop here. Their hand is a lot of gas. The funny thing is Crocodile can start really punching above its weight here. There's a Rebuke. Okay. It takes 6 then. Not ideal, of course. Yeah, we'll attack. Whatever, it's fine. You block. You take 2. Sure, they can make that bigger. We have so many flyers that I'm not too concerned about this. They keep up a lot of mana. I'm a little nervous. You put the counters on the Crocodile. We could put the counters on the Leopard, though. It's an Inspired Vanguard, sure. Sultai Monument. No, I think we just bargain here. And it's got Ward 2. I'll let them draw the cards. It's obviously not ideal here, but we have to stabilize, or we have to attempt to kind of stabilize a bit. Now, if they attack with the Vanguard, we of course are going to throw the Crocodile in the way. A full attack. Fair enough. I think we have to block like this. Any kind of pump spell hurts me. Yeah, that's pretty good. I am probably not surviving this. I can Sultai Monument and then Adorned Crocodile if I find a swamp. That's kind of interesting. I've drawn a lot of cards. Bewildering Blizzard was great for them right there. Yeah, okay, good game. Good game. Could not quite get the clean sweep 7-0, unfortunately, but that is all right. Ooh. I'm going to keep this. This is a little dicey, but we have our Kotis, so if we can get to Kotis, we can be good. I'm going to get power on the battlefields, and then we will Dismal, and then we're into Mr. Stormbrood. Agent. I'm going to keep the Sarkhan's Resolve. I'm not going to worry about trying to push the damage here. Now the hope here is that they play something. I am not blocking, sir. So now I have to dodge and exhale. Sure. Okay, say hello to Kotis. Sure. I'll offer the chump. Oh, that seems fine. So I could globe. Nah, we get the pummeler down. It's big. Wildling, sure. Now with double dragons, we can also pressure in the air. And there becomes this point where they have to be very mindful about taking the hits from Kotis. They're giving me free spells. This next turn we can globe and keep up resolve. They are thinking, apparently. I wonder what about? The devotee. Tap down Kotis. That'd be a good play, but you're not gonna. You're taking it. Okay. Sweet. 1, 2. Nothing, but goodbye, Bewildering Blizzard. How about a globe? And we'll end the turn. You can piercing. Yeah, sure. Looks like I'm taking 6, they're gaining 2. That'd have been nice to hit that dragon. Sure. 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 Oh, he got rid of their Anafenza. Oh, that sucks. I like being aggressive with Kotis here. Sure. They did have an answer. That is impressive. That is impressive. They had the answer. Sure. They'll make their Sagu bigger. All seems fine. Sure. They're attacking. Interesting. I don't block. Sure. You kill the pummeler, and I'm putting the counter. I'm putting these counters there on old Kotis. Sure. See, this gets interesting now because you need him to do that. There's a little bit of a chess match going on here. Oh. Wow, big hit. Oh, the dispelling exhale. What do we do now? I'm actually wondering. What have we used? We haven't used up a ton of our removal spells here. The thought process would be attack with Sagu. Now let's just we'll wait here. We just need a way to get rid of this guy here. They're going to draw lots of cards. That's obviously not ideal. We need to be pumping up Kotis if we can. The other thought process would be attack with like Sagu and the champion, right? Sure. I might be in a tough spot here if I can't figure out a way to get rid of Vitor. They got their own globe. It's all fine. Sure. Oh my gosh, the lands. Because if we attack with champion, Sagu, we then just make Kotis huge. Let's do this. You can free block one, but you can't free block the other, and then keeping the devotee, our devotee back, then starts to pitch in and chump for 2 damage. And if you block here, then you actually don't get the card draw. So 2. Just make him big. They can make Vitor bigger, but it won't matter. Yep. Sure. Sure. Ooh, Bloomvine Regent's interesting. Do I attack with the devotee? Because then it just trades devotees. Maybe that is the right way to do it, though. Just in case they play something. Sure. I get to flash this in. My gosh, the lands, man. The lands. I need like a bargain. Anything that can help me get rid of Vitor. Honestly, another Whirlwing Stormbrood. To be able to pump up Kotis. Just make Kotis big enough to be able to attack. Hollowmerk Siege would be sick. Just drawing a lot of lands here. Sure. Praise away, my friend. Praise away. Not much I can do about that. Did I use up my Sarkhan's Resolve? I did. I have Salt Road Skirmish. Oh my god, I got a few other things. Oh my god, dude. The lands, man. The lands are so gross. I have 7 cards left, so if they can't find a way to push the damage through, they're drawing 2 cards a turn. I'm feeling okay shape. Turn up to 2 non-land permanents. Sure. I mean, I can't beat this combo here. You get rid of the Fangkeeper and the Stormbrood. But I could just play the Stormbrood back at flash speed. It's kind of weird. sure. If I untap it, am I leaving myself open here? I don't like doing this, but I'm gonna do this. Sure. Ah. Oh man. 4 and 5. Five cards left. You can counter it, I guess. But you can't. Oh, you could, maybe. Spectral, no. Yeah, we pay. Oh, that's good. I didn't realize that I'm dead. Especially if they can bounce it. Yep. Good game. GG's. That was a close one. River Regent, pretty good. Beator, also pretty good. They had a few more mythic bombs than me. All right. I want to get the green up, but I guess it's not going to matter too much because we'll monument here next after this. Let's get all three of our colors. And I will find a green source. Ice Climber. Cool. Let's do... Let's just do Formation Breaker, I suppose. They're gonna mill me. Agent of Kotis. Burnwood Falls. My land! No. How about a Kotis? No, my Bloomvine Regent. How sad. Yeah, you can stay on the mill plan, my friend. Yeah, I'm gonna let you spend your mana to do this. That seems totally fine with me. Sure. 2, 4, 5. I'm gonna Durgar Island Dragon here, so I guess I can Kotis. Just finding a way to get something, some counters on Kotis would be good. Sure. We'll tap you down. Draw another wildling. What do I want to do here? We can make Formation Breaker unblockable here, which would be pretty interesting. I guess you could try to kill your own host. Sure. Fine. Seems fine. Kill your own host would be really interesting. Sure. The question is, do I just make Formation Breaker? Comes a 3/3, and then creatures with power less than it can't block. So do I Globe here? And then Agent? I ain't gonna get milled before you take 5 more damage. So that seems good. Resolve on Wildling is a win. Adorn Crocodile is not a win. I can block down the host. Now, if they have a way to kill Formation Breaker and Wildling, you know, taking some damage here for sure. Or they could I guess they could worthy cost knockout maneuver, sure. My Dragonstorm. No. The tokens. a fitting way to finish this one. We almost just bungled this last win. We found a way. We found a path. We made it there. Formation Breaker coming in pretty big, especially we can throw some counters on it. Is pretty good. We had a very clean 6-0. Then we ran into two good decks. Got a little behind in that first loss, which happens. Second game, we're very close. We needed to draw maybe a few less lands, 1 or 2 removal spells, or anything to pump Kotis. I think that game and the landscape changes a little bit, but unfortunately we didn't find it. But happily, we are getting a win nonetheless. Really enjoyed the deck. This was a lot of fun. Kotis was great. When you could build around Kotis, and we had the Hollow Merc Siege to back it up, this was just an absolutely backbreaking combo if you couldn't interact with it. And exiling creatures, there's a couple of good removal spells. Blue, black, white all have options for this. We just either were lucky enough to dodge them. I think we played really well around dispelling exhales, not running into that. There was probably 2 spots that I can remember from the games where that was an option. So being able to get Kotis onto the battlefield was just absolutely awesome. Obviously being able to get some attacks, hit some damage. I really liked it with Champion. Honestly, Crocodile felt okay enough in the deck. The cool part too is we had a nice top end with a Globe and some Dragons. And so it's not surprising to see this deck have success. We had the Dragonstorm for the card draw. We had Bargain as well. We had a couple of removal spells. I think that was the only thing I was a little slightly concerned about, and I think it did hurt us maybe in that second loss. It's just not having more options. We used our Resolve early, which means we were really kind of relying on Salt Road Skirmish, probably to break us out of that game. But we did have other options. Again, we could have made Kotis even bigger with another Stormbrood. We could have gotten Hollow Merc Sieges and started attacking and finding ways to grow our Kotis, and just didn't end up happening. But a trophy is a trophy nonetheless. I hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks so much for checking it out. Lots more MTG Arena action coming to you. We have a whole playlist, a whole bunch of sealed, a whole bunch of drafts, quick drafts, premier drafts, everything. If you want to go check out some previous formats or just see how we've done so far in Tarkir, go check those out. I would appreciate it. If you enjoy booster pack openings, we do those too. Every Wednesday is our normal upload cadence for that. We should have our last Tarkir Dragonstorm collector booster box coming up this week that we cracked. Might have some more in the future. We'll see. I actually did win some Arena Direct, so I am waiting on a couple of those to show up, and maybe in the future we'll jump back into them. In addition to that, every Friday we've been doing some mini-series openings, some little battles. We just finished up our bundles, and we're jumping into pre-release kits. So if you want to check that out, tune in on Friday as well. As always, thanks for watching. Consider subscribing. We're trying to get to our first big channel milestone here of 1,000 subs. We'd really appreciate the support. Likes and comments are always great. Love chatting with you down below. If you want to continue the discussion, we have a Discord, also linked below, and we have a Magic the Gathering channel over there. So if you want to post any cool drafts, get any hints, tips, tricks, anything like that, we'd love to have you join us over there. Do some other games as well, so we got some other channels. So our Discord's actually popping pretty good, and we'd love for you to be a part of it. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace.